The Panhandle Plains Historical Museum is a preservation marvel. The museum tells the rich history of the High Plains region.
Our local history involves a global perspective. So something that isn't always talked about is the influence of European countries on this region.
Although the High Plains can tend to feel isolated from the rest of the world at times, much of that European influence, Dantes explains, is evident in places like the famous XIT Ranch.
We know that their syndicate, a lot of the funding came from England, and we have actual ranch owners that came from Scotland and Ireland, and they were a big part of what formed our area.
The city of Amarillo and many of its surrounding towns owes much of their existence to the railroad industry, which is highlighted in the museum's transportation exhibit.
This particular piece, this big, tall, mirrored backdrop, was actually out of one of the depots.
Although freight trains rule the rails around the High Plains today, in the early days of the region, plenty of passengers chose the rails as a way of transportation.
Those are bills of lading, so they're going to be like your freight bills, things like that. You're going to have, looks like there's passes and tickets that people would have carried that are over here.
The museum also has plenty of other cool stuff like the Pioneer Town exhibit. And of course, the paleontology exhibit, including plenty of dinosaur fossils that were found in the High Plains region.
People are fascinated by dinosaurs. I'm fascinated by dinosaurs. I love when you get to see a family walk in and we have a gigantic Triceratops skull, and just to imagine how those animals were around our planet and how they lived, and discoveries are still being made.
Telling the story of the High Plains, one artifact at a time. Rochelle Hamilton Jr. in Canyon for Destination Texas.